Hey, everybody. I just want to give you a very quick message right now. I'm somebody that tries to tie the Bible to our lives and our families and how we can get well and how we can get healthy and have great families without dysfunction so that our children's generations can be blessed as well. And we have to do that by breaking some chains and making some things come clear in our lives. So, one thing I'm doing right now, I am doing a deep dive study into Joshua and also about the Hebrew children and how they were set free from their slavery, only to go back into their own mental slavery of distrust of God who set them free in the first place. So, for example, God set them free. He even had the Israelites, not the Israelites, but the Egyptians, give them gold and things that they would need. And they were set, God had it set that they could go straight in to the land of Canaan, the land flowing with milk and honey. It was prepared, it was ready to go. Just like if you go into an Airbnb or a hotel, they have it all set up, they have it all ready for you. You just walk in, you put your things down, you start having a good time. But the Hebrew children decided to grumble. And when they grumbled an entire lifetime away. The ones that were originally released as slaves did not get to go into the promised land. It was just a little ways for them to go from slavery to go into the freedom where this land was so full of great wealth and great things and riches and everything they could need. But they grumbled, they complained. Everything that God gave them was never good enough. And that's also true in our families. We have blessings galore. We can look around and we can find things in our families that we can bless God for. But what we do is we grumble. When we grumble, that sets up a pattern. And in our pattern, that disrupts everything in our lives. Now, I'm not one of these name it and claim it people, but it does matter what we say in our families. It does matter if we speak life or if we speak death. If we say things like, I know my da 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 is going to do da 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 da, that is not the way to do it. We should be going to God and say, God, what is your promised land? What do you have for us? Tell us how to get there. Tell us what to do. Give us good counsel. Lead us to the right people that can lead us the right way, and let us stop wasting our time. If you notice, if you know anything about the Bible, you know that when they finally crossed over the Jordan, it was only the children. Now, they were older at this time, but planted in the promised land were the Nephilim or the Anakim. Now, these were, according to the Bible, they were evidently half demonic and half human. I don't know how that works. I don't know what that means, but I know they were bad, and they were tainting all kinds of stuff. They were really bad. So when Joshua and them went in to try to take the land that God had promised them, God said, you have to fight for it. And they never got every one of them out. That's the same thing in our families. Many times when we wander in the desert because we have been disobedient, we have not done it God's way, we've tried to do it our own way. When we finally get to that place where we can rest, we have to fight for it. And we cannot gain all of the territory back that was promised to us because we wasted time and strongholds were placed there. I'm just going to submit to you today that you can have your promised land and you can do it in a way that God can walk you right in. But we have to lay down the grumbling. We have to lay down the complaining. We have to lay down the way we speak over our children, the way we speak to our spouses. We have to be able to be a people who speak in a way that brings life. And when we do that, we can take our generation into the promised land, and we can take our children into the promised land, and we can take our grandchildren into the promised land. But it has to start with one person who's willing to say, I believe that God is for me and not against me. And as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. And you know what that means? That means it does not matter what anyone else says. If you are serving the Lord faithfully in your home, if someone wants to come in and have fellowship with you, then they are welcome if they will do it God's way. But if they come in and they rob your peace, it doesn't matter who they are. They're not welcome. That is the boundary. You don't have to think too hard on these boundaries. If they do it God's way and they come in and they bring peace and they bring blessings, then let them in and fellowship and have a great time. But if they come and they rob your peace and they do that, then the answer is no, in love. Go and think about it. And then when you get that straight, come back and let's have a party. So I am just thinking about all of you. If you need help, you can call us at Beautifully Broken Counseling, and you can look us up at 615-332-4389 or beautifullybrokencounseling.com. And there's an intake form there. If you fill that intake form out, then you can get a counselor to call you directly within 24 hours. And you can see then if we're a good fit for you. We never ask you for credit card information. We never ask you for a contract. We are here for your family. We are here to help your family hear truth in a loving way. And we're here to help you to get to your promised land. All right, we're here giving you hope, and we hope that we can meet you soon, and you have a blessed day.